I would try to see my ex-boyfriend one more time. We're separated now, but I still love him. Yeah, that would probably be the last thing I would do.
If you were to meet your 12-year-old self now, with your current knowledge and where you are today, what advice would you give yourself?
Turn around, go back to the home, go to school, walk a straight path.
What is the meaning of life, in your opinion?
To be able to live happily and contentedly somewhere with a roof over your head.
What are you proud of?
That my sister managed to build a proper life for herself.
What are you afraid of?
Of my next surgery and getting even sicker.
What needs to be done in the surgery?
I have an umbilical hernia. Then my finger's broken here, that needs to be fixed. Yeah, the wrist, you know? Yeah, here. See? It's here. Yeah, and 3 days ago I fell on the tracks. 2 ribs somehow cracked.
Did you trip?
No, I was pushed on purpose.
Yeah, by whom?
I didn't know him.
That's rough.
Yeah.
What is the most important thing in life for you?
That's a difficult question. The most important thing in life. My health, what little I have left to protect that.
3 things you would take with you to a deserted island.
In my current state or in general?
In your current state.
Books, my substitution medication, and ice cream. Yeah, exactly.
What would you want to improve in the world?
That there isn't so much war anymore. That sea creatures are no longer slaughtered like whales, that the forests are no longer cut down, and so on and so on. There's a lot.
If you were to stand in front of Angela Merkel one day, what would you say to her?
That she made a mistake in 2015.
When was the last time you cried?
Yesterday.
Why?
Yeah, because of everything. Being homeless, I didn't know where to go. I was just at my wit's end. Until my friend, took me to the winter emergency program. Today, I'm well rested. I feel better. Yeah.
What do you think about most?
What do I think about most? What I still want to achieve, yeah. A roof over my head. And my ex-boyfriend is still on my mind. Yeah.
If you could erase any memory from your mind, what would it be?
Let me think. It would be what that woman did to me back then, 2015. There was even a trial at the regional court. It was in every newspaper. She got 4 years. She abused me for 1.5 years. Really abused me. Forced me into prostitution, everything.
And you reported her?
Yeah, what do you mean reported? I eventually ran away from her apartment and crawled into the police station on the Reeperbahn. I only weighed 46 kilos. Lots of open sores, bruises. I was taken to Oxenzoll and nursed back to health for a month. And the police, of course, pressed charges then. And you can imagine what must have happened for her to get 4 years from the regional court. Yeah, and that's but I don't want to tell the whole story. I'd like to erase that, yeah. Yeah.
What's your star sign?
Aquarius.
What do you think could help you get clean?
Well, I'll never be clean in my life. Because, I just need the substance to cope. But to live without using other drugs, a roof over my head, that would help me.
How and when should children be educated about drugs?
I think they should be educated about it in school, like when they're in 4th or 5th grade. They should be told what it's made of, what it does to you, and what can happen because of it. And maybe they could take a field trip and show the kids how those people end up living. Not when they're so young they can't process it, but when they're old enough to see something like this here. 4th grade, 5th grade, they learn about it. And maybe 2 years later, they take a field trip here and look at the people and where they've ended up. Yeah, like that.
In your opinion, are the justifications from drug addicts, like the world is a bad place, only bad things happen to me, are those justified? Or do most of them just enjoy taking drugs?
I think most people enjoy taking drugs. I enjoy it too, but I also take them because I've been through bad things. But that's not a justification, because a lot of people look for reasons to justify their next use. You need a justification for yourself too, for why you're using again. Yeah, and then they say, yeah, this and that happened, so now I have to use. Yeah.
The strongest and, well, the worst drug, in your opinion?
What I've taken or what's out there?
What you've taken, what you found to be brutal.
Correct.
Correct.
That's the most addictive, I think. And what I haven't tried, but what I think is the most intense, is, I believe, crystal. And I'm glad that it hasn't made its way here.
When was the last time you had sex?
That's a good question. A week ago.
With a client?
Yeah.
Which drugs would you absolutely not legalize?
Great.
So cocaine shouldn't be legalized?
What do you mean not legalized?
Well, it's often said that everything should be legalized. Then there would be fewer drug addicts.
That's true, but how would you actually do that sensibly? That's the question. At what point is someone allowed to use something, and at what point are they not? So I think people have to be at least 21, if not 25. And if something were to be legalized, cocaine isn't physically addictive, but it's psychologically addictive. Totally. If something were really to be legalized, then it should be heroin, I think. But pure. Because that's what really drags people down, what causes physical withdrawal. So that's something completely different, I think.
Your worst drug trip, like a horror trip? Have you ever had one of those?
Yeah, I swallowed a tab of LSD. I was still in Berlin then, and I had a horror trip. Yeah. So I actually have problems with the softest drums. I've had horror trips from smoking weed and from LSD, yeah.
If you were to meet an alien, and this alien asked you, describe to me how people live here on Earth, how would you describe life here?
As cold and cold-hearted for the most part, like really just emotionally distant, you know?
If you had to state the reason for your drug addiction in one sentence, what would you say?
I was too young, too dumb, and too naive.
What role models do you have?
Right now, my sister.
How often were you really in love? In love?
Twice.
What is your favorite book?
Oh, I can't even remember all the titles because I've read so much. Anything that's kind of a crime story or something like that, yes. Wow, I can't even make sense of that.
What is her?
Girl on the Train is bed. That's a really good book, The Girl on the Train. Yes, it was also made into a film. sorry, I just interrupted you.
It's all okay. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? I have a few that I like to watch. I quite enjoy watching Avatar. Or what else? Yes. Definitely no horror movies. Yes, exactly.
I have one more question, which might seem a bit terrible, but ultimately it's something that affects us all. What sentence would you like to have written on your own gravestone? Huh?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know. I don't know what one could write there. Because others can't write anything on it, since I don't have that many people around me. And I myself, this sentence of,
Damn, this could be a quote.
too young, too stupid, and naive, that fits quite well. Yes.
And one last thing at the end. When you stand before God one day, what will you say to him?
That I regret the mistakes I have made. Yes.
Thank you for the interview.
I wish you.
All the best. I hope that miracles will still happen in your life.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you strength.
Thank you very much. And I greet you. Thank you very much.
Please.
Has that stopped?